guys, it's Gamer Ahmer here. So today I wanted to talk about my recent trip to the arcade. Now, I was just on vacation, and of course I found a couple different arcades to go into, and they had tons of great machines. So today I wanted to talk about which ones I look for when I step foot into the arcade, and which I actually enjoy playing. So let's go ahead and check it out. So these arcades are actually located in Ocean City, Maryland. Now this is actually the off season, so a lot of the places aren't actually open, and some of the more retro style arcades aren't actually open just yet because this is the off season and things don't usually open until April or so. So of course some of their main arcades are open on the boardwalk year round. So I went into a couple different arcades. Hey guys, it's Gamer Ahmer here. So today we're at the arcade. Let's have some fun. And of course, right away, I always look for a Dance Revolution machine. Now, the last couple years that I went, I actually didn't find one, and I looked all over in Ocean City, Maryland, and in Delaware. So these are machines that I loved playing growing up. It's such a great workout, the songs are pretty awesome, and I have so much fun playing these games. So, of course, I went into one of their arcades on the Ocean City Boardwalk, and I found a Dance Revolution SuperNova machine. Now that one is actually my favorite because I love all of the different song titles that are on that machine. Now, I haven't played DDR for a couple years now, and I figured I would just go ahead and start out on their middle difficulty where it's a little bit challenging, but it's not the hardest. I figured I would just go for it and try out a couple of my favorite songs. Thought that it would be pretty sweet to actually own a full-size Dance Revolution machine. Now I would definitely need a little bit more space for something like that. And next up, I actually always look for any older style games like Pac Man or Galaga or anything of that style. So most arcades actually have one of those split arcade machines where it has Miss Pac Man and Galaga on the other side. So I was able to find one of those, and even though it doesn't offer any tickets or anything, I still love playing those older style arcade games. It definitely brings back all those arcade feels growing up inside of those dark arcades. So I really enjoy playing the Miss Pac Man, and I always look for those machines whenever I go in arcades. Of course, they have this new style machine. It's actually called Space Invaders, but it's the big gigantic screen, and they also have a version where you can play a giant sized Pac Man. So of course I played some Space Invaders on this big giant screen, and of course I did very well. I actually got some of the bonus points on there, and I won tons of tickets, so that was just an added bonus. And speaking of tickets, whenever I play games in the arcades for tickets, I love going to those coin pusher machines. I feel like you really get the best value for your dollar on those machines. Now I actually found this new one. It's a circus themed game. So what you do is you shoot a coin in there, and you want to go ahead and push the coins, which essentially push all of the little blocks that are on top, and once they fall you get all these bonus points. And it's pretty easy to win the bonus if you just get in the groove of things and you just keep pushing those down.
Keep going! We're in a winner's mood! 5! Five!
I won thousands and thousands of tickets on that. I think by the time that we were actually done in the arcade, I won around 5,000 tickets, and for only 30 bucks, that's such a great deal. And I'm going to save some of my points so that next time I go in there, hopefully they'll have some pretty cool video game stuff or something that is worth the $30 value that I already had. Now, what I really look forward to when I go into arcades, I always try and find some pretty sweet looking pinball machines. Now, pinballs, they actually require a lot of maintenance, and they have so many different intricate designs where if something goes up in a pinball machine, you're definitely going to be spending some money and trying to find someone who can actually deliver some maintenance on these machines. So I'd really actually like to own one of the older style pinballs, as I remember going in arcades and of course you'd see the brightly painted pinball machines in the back, and they would really stand out when you played, especially when they all light up. So I think it'd be pretty sweet to own one of those older style pinball machines. Now, a lot of these arcades, they have tons of newer style flashy pinball machines where everything lights up, they have music playing, they have a little TV screen on them. So they're pretty sweet to find, and I have a lot of fun with them. Even though they don't have actual tickets or anything attached to them, it's still a great experience playing some of these pinball machines with some of these characters from different movies, TV shows, and video games. So it's always a lot of fun playing these, especially the Wizard of Oz and Indiana Jones. Those were some pretty fun pinball machines to play. So hopefully one day I can go ahead and have all of my arcade machines in one designated area that's a lot easier to get to, so I can go ahead and play them more often. And it would be pretty sweet to actually get a couple of those older style pinball machines in my collection, along with a couple other arcade machines that I've had my eye on for quite a while now. So it would be pretty neat to have some of those pretty cool racing and some more shooting games, as I have quite a few light gun arcade machines in my collection, and I just love going to the arcades and finding any of those older style fighting games, beat 'em up style games like Double Dragon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Simpsons, just anything of that nature. So it would be pretty cool to have some more of those in my collection, or find a retro style arcade that I can actually go in and play some of those classics that I love. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.